Good morning, Year 5. It's Wednesday, the 6th of May. Hope you're all doing well. Video then today on the recap of learning, Zoom dates and times which are taking place either today or tomorrow, depending on your class, and a quick maths lesson and recap for you. TT Rockstars, we've got boys versus girls battles going on at the moment between each individual class, and then next week we will do a year group boys versus year group girls battle. This was the score when I took a screenshot yesterday, so we'll see how that changes. But you can see that 5C girls are way ahead, and it's really close between the boys and girls in Mrs. Aiton's class. So do your best for those and see if you can beat the people in your class and see if you can beat the opposite gender as well. So Zoom then, your parents will get an email address, to the address they provided to us around 30 minutes before the Zoom meeting starts. So make sure your parents have their email address inbox open and ready for that Zoom link to come through. It will come from me, not through eSchools. It will go to their email address that they provided. They need to then click on the link and then they will enter their meeting ID and password that's provided in that Zoom link, okay, in the email. When you come into the Zoom, please mute your microphone. We'll ask you to speak. Otherwise, if we're all talking at the same time, you can't hear. We're going to do a bit of a quiz as well, so have a pen and paper ready if you want to take part. It's 5A on today, okay, at 11 a.m. and it's 5CP tomorrow at 11 a.m. Okay, so they're the times. So about 10:30 on both days, roughly, we'll send that link with the password and the meeting ID that you can then go on to Zoom, type in, and then it will add you to a waiting room at 11. Okay, so you put them in at 11, it will send you to a waiting room, and then I will let you in. Okay, so although the link will come 30 minutes before, don't try and put it in until about 11 o'clock because the meeting won't be there until then. Okay, but make sure your parents are aware of that, please. Right, quick help with some of the red book sheet then, week 26, converting mixed numbers to impropers. I thought this would be useful for you. So remember what this is saying, this is a mixed number, we want it as an improper. You've got 5 whole pizzas, okay, like this, split into thirds, because that's what the fraction denominator is, okay, and then you've got an extra 1/3. So we've got that extra bit there. Well, how many thirds do we have? 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. So my answer would be 16 thirds, which you can see there. Okay, let's try this one. 4 whole pizzas, which are split into thirds because that's the denominator. Here we go, and we've got an extra 1/3. There it is. So how many thirds have I got? I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 thirds. That's what my answer wants. Okay? Now, if I then go on to the next one, which is an improper fraction. So this is what we were going to here, but this time we're going to go backwards. We want to know how many we've got. Well, what we need to do is split our 23 fifths. Okay, we're splitting our 23 slices into 5 piles. So my 23 slices are going to go into 5 piles. So 23 divided by 5. This is where you can use remainders. You don't have to put it as a fraction, as a decimal, or a fraction. So how many 5s go into 23? Well, pretty sure that's 4. And then if I did my bus stop, I would obviously do this, and I'd have 4 remainder 3. So it's 4 whole pizzas with 3 fifths left. That's my remainder 3, which is there, and obviously the 5 has gone from there. Okay, so 29 thirds. So I'm going to divide 29 by 3. Well, how many 3s go into 29? Okay, well, it's 9 whole. Okay, and then how many do I have left? Well, I have 2 thirds left because 29 divided by 3 is 9 remainder 2. Okay, so my 2 is there, my 3 is this, so it's 9 whole and 2 thirds left. Okay. Okay, and then it wants this answer here, third box, to be in decimal notation. So I'm going to leave the first one, but do this 7 3/4 in decimal notation. Well, that's okay, because I've got 7 whole, so it's going to be 7 point something. Now, what is 1/4 as a decimal? Well, I don't know, but I do know a whole is 100%, okay? I do know that, and I know I'm splitting it into quarters, so I'm going to do my 100% divided by 4, which is 25. So each of those are 25% because they all add up to 100, which is obviously then 0.25. All of those are 0.25. So if I want 3/4, okay, if I want that one, I want that one, and I want that one, well, that would be 75% because it's 3 lots of our 25, or 0.75. So it's going to be this 7 3/4 as a mix, as a decimal notation would be 7.75. Okay, just a bit of a recap there for you. And then area and perimeter again. Remember, if I say perimeter, you say plus, and then area is timesing length by width, or some people say length times by breadth. These are the same, it doesn't matter. I say length times by width, Mrs. Ayton says length times by breadth, and so do some of your parents. So then we've got this question here. The length of one side of a square is 7 centimetres. There's my square. We know a square has all the same size lengths. If that's 7, then this is 7 centimetres. This is 7 centimetres, and this is 7 centimetres. So what is its perimeter? Well, if I say perimeter, you say plus, so we're going to add them all together. 7 adds 7 adds 7 adds 7. 7, 14, 21 is 28 centimetres. The area, well, remember area is length times by width. We're looking for those two at a right angle. So I would do 7 squared. 7 times by 7, that's where squared comes from. 7 sevens are 49 centimetres squared. Okay? Now, same thing for a rectangle. The length of a rectangle is 9 centimetres and 6 centimetres. This is 6 centimetres, this is 9 centimetres. Well, okay, perimeter, if I say perimeter, you say plus. We know that would also be 9 and that would also be 6. So perimeter would add those together. 9 add 9 is 18. 6 add 6 is 12. Add those together. So 9, 18, add 12, we get 30 if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And then the area, we would remember length times by width, so we're going to do 6 times it by 9. 6 times 9 is 54 centimetres squared, so that would be the answer to that one. Please don't forget area and perimeter. That was past couple of weeks learning. Now, you've got a sheet on eSchools which has gone live today, okay, and it looks like this. Okay, you've got this sheet and then it goes into the answers down here, which you can just type on whatever it is that you're typing, okay? You have to do those questions. Really won't take you overly long, okay? So, this pictogram then, we need to work out, first of all, which day there were the most ice creams sold. Well, where's the key? Because that's telling me what each ice cream represents. Oh, here it is. Each ice cream is 5 ice creams. So which day were the most ice creams sold? Well, it's definitely going to be Saturday, isn't it? Because that's where there's the most ice cream pictures. And I could work out by counting in 5s because each one is 5 ice creams. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. On which 2 days were 20 ice creams sold? Well, if one ice cream picture is 5 and I need to have 20, that must mean there'll be 4 ice creams on the picture because 5, 10, 15, 20 makes 4, doesn't it? So it's definitely Monday was 20 and it must have been Friday as well. And then how many ice creams were sold on Thursday? Well, again, remember it's not 2 ice creams because our key says that one ice cream picture is 5 ice creams. So that would be 5, 10 ice creams, not 2. How many more ice creams were sold on Friday than Thursday? Listen to the language. How many more on Friday than Thursday? Well, Thursday, there were 2 ice creams, which is 10 because each ice cream is worth 5. On Friday, there were 4 ice creams. Remember, each ice cream is worth 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So how many more on Friday than Thursday? Well, Thursday we had 10. Friday we had 20. Easy maths. 20 take away 10 will tell us how many more. Obviously, that is 10. Okay, and then you've got question E, which is again is a reasoning question. Do you agree and why? Which is nice and easy, straightforward. Okay, so that's your pictogram type questions. Some of them ask you to draw a little pictogram or how many would be in each. And then some of you asked to work out simple questions like that. So just quick notes. Last writing project was amazing. Okay, it was really good. Please keep up the good work. We were really impressed with the language that was being used, the suspense, lots of you highlighting your targets, which is excellent. Can I point out, some of you have asked what the books we use in class for description. They are called Descriptosauruses, and they are on Amazon. I know Ellis is purchasing one, and they will really help with your writing. If you want to get one, it's a really good idea because it will keep that vocabulary generation going in your head. Remember, if you get a golden award, please tweet us a picture. It's lovely to see that you've got them. More will be going out. We're also going to be doing a golden assembly, which will go on YouTube on Friday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Reminders, your My Maths is due today. Please make sure you get it done. SPAG is due Friday on eSchools. Reading is due Friday on eSchools, unless you are doing Lexia. Remember, Lexia is 80 minutes a week, please. Pictogram sheets, the one that's gone live today, is due on Friday. Really won't take you very long. Writing is due a week Friday. Remember, it's a 2-week project. You're supposed to be doing vocab generation and research this week, ready for your writing to start next week. And then also you've got that Maths Week 26 sheet, which is due a week on Friday as well. Okay, so don't leave all of that to next Thursday. Get it done, please, bit by bit. It will really help you get into a routine and maybe do 2 or 3 questions a day. Okay. Also, don't forget this Friday is a bank holiday. We're not expecting you to do your work on Friday. If you submit on Friday the work you've done, excellent. If you submit the work on Thursday a day early, excellent. If you wait a couple of days, it will say overdue, but we will get round to marking it at some point. Okay. So have a fantastic long weekend. Obviously, there'll be no video on Friday because it's bank holiday. For those of you that are joining us on Zoom, we're really looking forward to seeing you, seeing your faces, hearing you. And remember, Mrs. Aiton's today. Your parents will be getting an email about 10:30, and 5CP will be tomorrow. Again, your parents will get an email about 10:30. Log on about 11 o'clock, type in the meeting ID and password, and then I will let you into the room. Bank holiday, enjoy it, enjoy the weather, enjoy the sunshine, and we will hopefully see you soon.